Hello and welcome to the 2026 Wildwater Kingdom Park Tour. This is Dorney Park's official water park, which is included with a Dorney Park ticket, which is a very nice extension for your ticket. Officially built and opened in 1985, this is a very nice addition to Dorney Park, which gives you a good bang for your buck. So, without further ado, let's get right into the water park. Immediately upon entering, you will be faced with the one of the two wave pools here in the park, this being Wildwater Cove. This is also a nice little seating area up by the front of the park, so if you are looking for a place to sit or just kind of place your bags around the park, right here up by Wildwater Cove is going to be your best bet. Of course, there is a Coke refill station up by the front entrance of the water park area, but immediately turning around, you can also see the cabana rentals up to the left side of Wildwater Cove. So if you're looking for a cabana, either by the side of the Wildwater Cove wave pool up here, or by the wave pool in the very back, that is where you are going to want to go. Just a little fun fact for you viewers, this little archway right here actually used to be the original entrance for when Wildwater Kingdom was a separate ticketed area, but this is now the home to two main shops at the very front, which is going to be 21 and Colder, which is basically the park's bar, and then Trade Winds, which is where you'll find most Wildwater Kingdom merchandise. Passing underneath the arch and heading straight ahead is going to be bathhouses, changing rooms, and restrooms. This spans pretty much all across the main entry area, entry plaza rather, of the park. So there are definitely plenty of changing and bath and restroom areas for you to get into ready for your day. Heading straight out of the bathhouse is where you'll find your first slide complex of the park, that being Lightning Falls. This one is, since it is at the very front of the park, typically gets the longest line in the park, as seen by that long stairway right there. This is also home to the middle slide, Cascade, which do not sleep on that in my opinion. Just because it looks simple does not mean that it is not good. It is basically a double down in which you get absolutely ejected out of your tube. Lightning Falls is a nice little family tube in my opinion. I would recommend doing a double tube if that is the case, just to go a little bit faster, but nice little front entry area experience. Directly across from Lightning Falls is where you're going to find the locker rentals for the park. If you do not feel like putting your stuff near any of the seating structures near the wave pools, that you're going to go to the lockers over there. They are unfortunately an upcharge, so you will have to pay for any lockers to put your stuff away. So just keep that in mind. But up ahead, you will find two culinary locations, that being Tidal Wave Cafe, and there is a Chicky and Pete's in the water park. We will find out shortly up the path. But Tidal Wave Cafe is going to be more of those generic stuff, such as chicken tenders, although they do have other offerings, such as onion rings, as you can see down there, and sometimes they offer clam shells as well, so nice little option if you are looking to eat here at Wildwater Kingdom. Right across from Tidal Wave Cafe is also a seating area for if you would like to sit down and eat your food, and also there is also a Papa Luigi's Pizza offering. So definitely some variety here at Wildwater Kingdom regarding food. Already went over the food area, but we are going to turn left. This is where the Wildwater Kingdom main stage is. For now, they are just offering Steel Pan Jam, which is actually a part of Viva La Fiesta, although when Viva La Fiesta is not currently on, this is where they will be offering it. This is also where Three Little Birds are going to perform later in the year, although not currently performing. That they are going to be around June 20th, around when Viva La Fiesta starts. But next to the stage is going to be the entrance to the Runaway River, which basically runs the front of the park. They actually do, in addition to the two wave pools, they have two lazy rivers. This one being the very front one. We will get to the other one later, but this is where you will find the main entrance to that. A little off the side of the Wildwater Kingdom main stage is going to be Jumpin' Jack Splash, the second main complex. This is one of the smaller complex, mainly hosting some basically 3 body slides, 2 open air and then 1 fully enclosed. So very nice, kind of junior-ish complex. To the left, you will then find Aqua Racer, which is the park's matte racing slides. This is a very fun one, as there's basically a triple down into a nice splash zone over there. So very fun indeed. Then directly next to Aqua Racer is the park's main wave pool in the very back. This is also where the bulk of the seating areas are going to be. This one is a little more secluded than the very entrance one, just because it is sort of towards the back of the park, over by the second entrance over there, which we will get to in a minute. But in the very back of the wave pool area is another bathhouse in the back there, and also the aforementioned Chicky and Pete's locations, mostly serving the crab fries, although there are other options. And then, of course, have to have a Coke refresh station right next to it. And then in the very back is going to be your Rita's location. So there are 2 locations here at Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom. The Wildwater Kingdom location being up here. Of course, we will get, I did mention in the Dorney Park tour where the other Rita's location is. So if you are interested in that, go check out the video in the upper right corner over there. About 99% of the time, they do only have one side of the wave pool operating at a time, as we can see that the empty side over there. So do keep in mind when you're coming to this wave pool that only one side may be operating at a time. So it might get a bit on the crowded side. So just keep that in mind when you're coming to visit here. Get some nice views of the entire park from here, but this is going to be the second entrance / exit to Wildwater Kingdom. So I will kind of give you a guideline over by that region over there so you can find the second entrance if you're looking to re-enter the park or re-enter Wildwater Kingdom from the park. Do keep in mind that shoes, shirts, and shorts must be worn at all times while you're visiting the dry park. They do make that abundantly clear, as you can see by signs over there. There is a sign over there, basically plastered across the entire dry park. Right off in the distance over there is going to be the Thunder Canyon entrance. Of course, that is off the beaten path of the main dry park and kind of in between the pathway to Wildwater Kingdom. This is sort of the Thunder Canyon Plaza in a way, so once you take a left at Thunder Canyon and up that pathway over there, that is where you're going to find the back and second entrance to Wildwater Kingdom. Back up here by the Aqua Racer entrance, we are going to hang a right down this pathway to the where you'll find most of the other slide complexes. So as this is being filmed, this is filmed on a Saturday, and this is what the Aqua Racer line typically looks like on a Saturday, typically filling up the entire staircase, although it's not too terrible given that there are a total of 8 different lanes that you can go in, so there is a decent capacity there. Although going off topic a little bit, we will turn to the right where the main slide complex of the park is going to be. This being Snake Pit, built kind of recently in 2016. This is definitely one of the other most popular attractions in Wildwater Kingdom, simply because there are 2 different sections to it. One being drop slides at the very top there, and also tube and body slides at about midway up. Typically the drop slides don't get too long of a line, as we can see by literally 2 people in line right now, although the tube slides are typically known to get the longer of the 2. So plan accordingly for which slides you would want to go on. Drop slides would be walk on most of the time, so you can probably hop on that anytime you would like. But if you're going to Snake Pit, I would recommend doing the tube slides first. Over here are going to be the drop slide runoffs, but we're going to hang a left to the other lazy river, that being Wildwater River. This is the back end lazy river. it pretty much goes around in that region over there. It is the smaller of the two, so do keep that in mind. This one also does get the shorter line of the two. Kind of reverse psychology there, just because shorter river equals shorter line. Although this one, do not sleep on this either, just because it has some nice scenery of the other attraction up there, which is going to be the main play structure of the park. We will get to that later, but for now, Wildwater River, which is the second lazy river, I do recommend doing this. Now, the entrance for Snake Pit can be a bit confusing, just because the runoff pool for the tube slides are over here, and then the drop slides on the other side over there. So you're going to come around this path past the Wildwater River entrance and hang a right over here. This is actually where the main entrance is going to be, right over here, where most of the switchbacks are, right there. So you basically grab a tube over there if you are doing the tube slides, then head up the stairs down that way. So Snake Pit entrance right on the other side of the complex. Wildwater Kingdom is also home to two different bar complexes. This one, Schooners, being towards the back of the park. Of course, since it is towards the back, it typically isn't known for being open a lot of the time, but once it is open, there's another option for cocktails, beers, wines, anything of that sort. Kind of hanging a right here to the back side of Schooners. This is where you're going to find the main entrance to the Splash Castle, or in this case, Seaside Splash Works, as they call it. This, as previously mentioned, is the main central location in which Wildwater River, right here, loops around. This is basically just a family play structure, the main family play structure, as many other water parks around the Six Flags chain, and just any theme park in general, has one of these different play structures, basically coming with different splash elements. Of course, could fit with a main bucket up there. Definitely recommend standing under that just so you can get absolutely soaked. There is also a mini kiddie area on the side over there. Pretty nice area, if I do say so myself. In reference to the Snake Pit entrance, we're going to take a left here. There is a bit of a fork in the road, although that location doesn't really go to any other water slides. That's just kind of an alternate path to where we are going to now, which is going to be the Aqua Blast entrance, which is the family raft slide over here. This one, again, gets one of the longer lines in the park, just because basically anyone in the family can ride at a time. So when you are coming here, it is very important to plan out your visit, just because of the amount of lines that people come here. Just because this is one of the more popular water parks in the chain. Coming up to the path here is going to be Kids Cove. Now, this is part one of the two areas of the sort of kiddie zone. One being the main structure over there, where most of the slides are going to be. And then to the right, which is Lollipop's Lagoon, entrance being over there. This is going to be just a splash area in a way, with not too many slides, just pretty nice deco in the middle though, if I do say so myself. But this is also where you're going to find the entrance to the previously mentioned Aqua Blast, the family raft ride. So pretty much many entrance of the parks over here are going to be in this region here. And also the previously mentioned Cascade entrance is also in here. So if you're looking to get to in line for Cascade, that is where the entrance is going to be. Directly next to the Aqua Blast structure is going to be another body slide structure, similar to Jumpin' Jack Splash, although this one seems to be more of the thrilling body slide structure, that being Wildwater Rapids. Do take note that this is a dead-end area, so this is kind of off the beaten path in a little bit, but in a way that sort of makes for shorter lines, as we can see by the slide structure up there. I would say do not skip on these, although they do seem a bit similar to Jumpin' Jack Splash. They do offer certain types of thrills, so definitely do not skip Wildwater Rapids, especially since it does get shorter lines. Going back to the previously mentioned fork in the road, we are now going to take a left to wrap around to the basically front of the park. This will take you up by the back end of the Wildwater River, again, the second lazy river in the park, and basically up this structure up here, which will take you next to some turns of Aquablast, and also Aquablast Splash Pool. Up at the top of the hill is an alternate entrance to Seaside Splash Works. Also over the bridge is going to be a neat little seating area. So again, more seating to place your stuff, or just relax while after taking a long day of riding water slides. Up ahead here is going to be the last slide structure of the park, and that being Patriots Plunge. This one is also one of the more popular ones, getting the one of the longer lines in the park, although it is good for a good reason, because these are three very, very good slides in my opinion. One of them being fully enclosed, the blue one, of course. The white one just takes you just basically a big drop at the end. The red one is a half and half, basically enclosed and outdoor portion with basically a double down finish. Definitely do not. I'd recommend Patriots Plunge for sure, but you will most likely have to wait a little bit just because of its natural placement in the park. Wildwater Kingdom is no short of kiddie splash areas, this one being the final one, Splash Landing. Has a nice little seating area around the perimeter, although it is the smaller of the many kiddie area with just the main pouring out structure over there. So if you are just looking for a nice chill out spot, this would be it, since this is typically a low traffic zone next to Patriots Plunge, so would recommend just sitting there to chill out. As you could probably tell by the sort of barren pathways over here, this is sort of the back side of the park. You can get some good views of the very front Runaway River, which is the first lazy river that we previously went over. There's also some of the cabanas that I previously mentioned, which are next to the wave pool. This also gives good views of Talon, which is directly adjacent to Wildwater Kingdom. So this is just a nice little off the beaten path area in my opinion. Circling back up to the Trade Winds area, that is now going to conclude the Wildwater Kingdom Park tour. I hope you did find something interesting about this, and hopefully this did help you out if you are planning a visit to Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom. So that is going to do it for the Wildwater Kingdom Park tour in 2026. Make sure to leave your thoughts of this video in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and of course subscribe for more theme park content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.